Rodolfo Gonzalez was born on June 2, 1959, the oldest of 7 children who grew up in poverty in Mexico City. He began selling newspapers at the age of 12 and later worked shining shoes and selling trinkets to tourists. As a teenager, he worked as a bus driver and was known for occasionally punching out non-paying customers. "I've always had a hot temper," Gonzalez said, "and when somebody tried to get on my bus without paying, I'd let him have it." His fistic skills were noticed by a businessman who brought him to a gym in Mexico City. Once there, Leonard Garcia and Kid Rapidez, the former trainer of Jose Napoles, began working with the young Gonzalez. The duo felt that Gonzalez had what was called encender, Spanish for to light a fire. Gonzalez lit up his opponents in the ring, quickly earning a place on the Mexican national team where he represented his country for 3 years in international competition. After losing a disputed decision to Cuba's Armando Martinez, Gonzalez decided to nix his dreams of Olympic glory and turn professional. Manager Leonard Garcia noticed his cat-like moves in the ring and nicknamed him El Gato. He proved his fighting heart early on, getting floored by Juan Hernandez 3 times in his third pro fight before stopping his opponent in the 4th round. In April of 1980, Gonzalez began fighting at the Olympic Auditorium and quickly became a fan favorite in the Los Angeles area. Comparisons were drawn to another Rodolfo Gonzalez who preceded him, his namesake, who had won the lightweight title in 1972. "I don't feel cheated that someone with the same name as myself has already been the lightweight champion," Gonzalez said. "I've heard of him and idolized him, but he had his time. Hopefully, I'll have mine." Gonzalez's growing reputation began scaring off his opponents as fights soon became hard to come by. One opponent, Cleveland Denny, entered the Main Street gym to scout Gonzalez. After watching El Gato knock out 2 of his sparring partners, Denny immediately got on the phone to tell the promoter that he had a sprained ankle and couldn't go through with the fight. Gonzalez's hype reached a fever pitch when he stopped longtime contender Vilomar Fernandez in only 2 rounds. Fernandez, who once claimed that Roberto Duran had hit him the hardest, now elevated Gonzalez into that position. "I don't know what happened," Fernandez said. "Gato is the hardest puncher I've ever faced." Gonzalez was now seen as a gold mine. Next to Pepino Cuevas, forum promoter Don Frazier said, "Gato is the hottest fighter around here now. In time, he could be another Cuevas or Olivares." Seeing money to be made, Mexican movie producers shot a fictional movie about Gonzalez's rise to fame called Buscando un Campeón, Finding a Champion. Gonzalez himself starred in the title role, but his ambitions weren't Hollywood. He simply wanted to raise enough money to buy a house for his family. "I haven't made any big money yet," Gonzalez said, "but the first thing I will do when I make some is to get a house for my family." The people who grew up where I did have very little. Building up his record to 17-0 with 16 knockouts, Gonzalez received his first television exposure in June of 1981, going up against another knockout artist and Hawaiian veteran Andy Ganigan. It was noted to Gonzalez that Ganigan had never lost to a fighter from a Latin country. "Well, he hasn't fought me yet," El Gato replied.
As Tim Ryan with Joe Clancy and Sean O'Grady, we are underway in round number 1, scheduled for 10. Gonzalez in red.
Gonzalez in the red trunks weighed in yesterday at 12 o'clock noon. He weighed 137. That was 1 pound over the contract limit. He finally made the weight after an hour of sweating.
10 lead from Ganigan scored. Left-hand counterpunch from Ganigan scored. And that seemed to rev up his motors. Good left hand by Ganigan. Rocked Gonzalez in his corner.
Ganigan has taken it to Gonzalez in this round, and you just saw Gato Gonzalez miss with the left hand, and the crowd roared even though he missed.
The referee about it. I'd like to alert our stations along the line. It'll be a 30-second station break at the end of this round. Down goes Gonzalez. A left hand from Ganigan sending Gonzalez to the canvas. He was up immediately, but it was a good shot from Ganigan. Mandatory 8 count, and they're ready to go again. The first man to the canvas, Gonzalez, here in round 3.
That was a straight left hand by Ganigan, and he landed it right on the button of Gato Gonzalez. Gonzalez's feet are in the bucket, and down he went. Now Gonzalez comes back with a good right hand.
Good right hand. It snapped back the head of Andy Ganigan.
You know, when he landed that left hand, he pumped 2 left hands. The first one was a rangefinder, and right behind it, he came back with the big one. He's maneuvering Gonzalez out of position right now, and that's why he knocked him down. As you pointed out, Sean, his feet are out of position.
He's back on his heels a little bit. That's why he went down.
Right hand grazed Gannigan. He just saw it at the last instant. He lands a left and another one. And a good right hand back from Gonzalez. Gonzalez rocked Gannigan with a countering right. Under 30 seconds to go. Round 3. This is the war everyone expected. Another low blow, and Gannigan looking to the referee in complaint.
The one draw on Gonzalez's record was acknowledged by the commission as a low blow.
Good left hand from Gannigan to the chin of Gonzalez. Final second. And Gonzalez back. CBS Sports Saturday will continue after this word from your local station.
Gannigan wings his punches, and when he does, he pulls back. And there's a good left hand by Gannigan. Right over the top and landed right on the button.
It rocked Gonzalez, but he kept his balance. But Gannigan pouring it on another good left hand from Gannigan.
That southpaw style has really bothered Gato Gonzalez. It was Gannigan. He just maneuvered Gonzalez out of position again.
Gannigan on the attack, scored the left hand. Left hand to the body. Gannigan with a slight abrasion under his left eye, but not swelling at all like Gonzalez is. Got a knockdown being ruled by Gannigan. Looks like he's wobbled. It did not appear to be a big punch by Gonzalez. And they're throwing stuff into the ring already. Andy Gannigan looks very woozy.
Well, he has 30 seconds. 30 seconds to survive.
And Gannigan is just standing there.
Gonzalez has stopped Andy Gannigan in a strange other counting.
It's a count, Tim. They're counting.
Is he out or not?
Tim, his gloves hit the ground. The referee ruled it a knockdown. That's all.
Gannigan's got to move. He can't stand there and get hit. He can't let the other man punch him because right now he's out of it. He's got spaghetti legs.
He is out of it. He's trying to move, but Gonzalez can sense it.
Well, he only has 3 seconds, Tim. If he survives the bell, he may be okay.
There's the bell. Andy Gannigan.
And Gannigan just looked at Gonzalez and smiled.
Number 7. And finally, Gato Gonzalez doing some damage. Gil.
His eyes are still clouded, Tim. His eyes are still clouded.
No smelling salts was applied to the nose of Gannigan. He's still hurt.
Gato Gonzalez sensing the opportunity for the kill here is moving in, but Gannigan rallying somewhat and willing to go toe-to-toe with him. A short punch was the damaging blow. You saw it on the replay. We did not see it live. Gonzalez now winging. Landed a right hand.
If Gannigan is going to stand in there and go to toe-to-toe with Gonzalez, he's got to throw punches and get an attack to knock Gonzalez off of him. Gonzalez will just stand right there and throw punches with him.
Gonzalez right now is coming like a freight train. He's overpowering him.
Gannigan moving pretty well. He seems to have freshened up a little bit. Now he's knocked down. He was off balance. He was off balance, and he said to the referee, that wasn't a knockdown, but he is being counted. He took the right hand. It looked like their feet might have got tangled up. Gannigan appears to be okay. The third knockdown, official knockdown, scored by Gato Gonzalez.
The right foot of Gannigan is very close to the left foot of Gato Gonzalez. That's why they cross feet. Good right hand by Gonzalez.
Yeah, good right hand. And then a low blow from the left side. Gonzalez trying to finish Gannigan. We're in round 7 of this slugfest. It had been all Gannigan through the first 5 rounds, and then suddenly a pair of knockdowns late in the 6th round by Gonzalez. A good right hand by Gato. Another one.
Gannigan is hurt again.
Gonzalez throwing from all angles. Wild swinging right missed. Right uppercut landed from Gannigan. Not a whole lot on it. Now he scored with a good left hand. Hot Gonzalez coming in. Right hand from Gonzalez.
Gonzalez is a little wild now. He should feint a little bit. hit this guy with a combination instead of just that he's looking for that one big punch.
And that's what Gannigan wants. Gannigan's got to make him be wild. He's got to make him expend some energy. When you punch hard, it makes you expend more energy than when you punch easy. And now Gonzalez is expending energy.
Less than 30 seconds to go, round 7.
Good straight right hand by Gonzalez. He doesn't throw that very often.
Final seconds of the 7th round. Bit. Keep himself going in this fight as Gonzalez appears to have turned it around. He is the aggressor, wailing away.
You know, Tim, the way we have the fight scored, Gannigan has all those early rounds in the bank. And if he makes any kind of a showing in these last 3 rounds,
Well, Gato.
He hurt Gannigan again. He's
Rocked
hurt
him
again,
back.
Tim.
The left and the right and a long right hand. Gannigan retreating, trying to counterpunch, and Gonzalez after him.
He's hurt.
Gannigan's either got to hold on now and try to regain his composure or get away from Gato where he can't hit him. There's another right hand by Gato.
What an important final round this one is. It has to be a close fight, with Gonzalez perhaps ahead on the basis of his knockdown points scored in rounds 6 and 7. Gannigan had a knockdown in round 3. The low blow point taken away from Gonzalez. Gentlemen, this fight could be on the line here in the final round.
And Gonzalez may know something we don't know, Sean, but they have him boxing.
The referee, Marty Denkin, judges Chuck Hassett, Jim
big left
Kent.
hand by Gannigan.
Gonzalez wailing back. Gannigan staying right there with him.
There's that wide right hand to the body again.
Now Gonzalez has found out that he can't hit his opponent with those big, long, lunging punches that he was throwing. There he rocked back and threw a good right hand, right back on that back leg. Put all the power he had into it.
The two big punchers unable to finish in this fight with a knockout. We're into the final 10 seconds of the fight. That's it. It's all over. It goes to a decision. With Gato Gonzalez, 16 knockouts and his 17 wins. Andy Gannigan, 29 out of 33. They managed to get him to the floor, but there were no knockouts here today. And we'll be back with the decision at the Forum in Inglewood.
Cast by your referee, Marty Denkin. He sees it 94-92 to the winner. Next up, world title for El Gato Rodolfo
Gato Gonzalez is the winner of a split decision, as close as we expected it to be in our view, and the edge going to Gato Gonzalez, and puts himself in position for a title opportunity, perhaps, against Sean O'Grady, our color commentator here today. Our thanks.
The victory fueled the hype train surrounding Gonzalez, as in his next fight at the Sports Arena in Los Angeles, he drew over 10,000 people when he faced South Korea's Tae-Jin Moon. 2 months later, he faced veteran Claude Noel for the vacant WBA lightweight title. But Gonzalez fought hesitantly throughout, suffering a broken jaw in the 6th round. He staged a minor rally in the championship rounds, but it was too little, too late, as he lost a unanimous decision. Gonzalez blamed the loss on his own lack of preparation. The defeat left him despondent, and he began drinking heavily. "I would drink anything," Gonzalez said. Beer, whiskey, rum, cognac, anything. But he did meet his goal of buying a house for his mother, and comforted himself with the purchase of a yellow Mustang. He partied with 4 of his friends, getting into the vehicle inebriated, and drove head-on into a tractor-trailer. Medics arrived, and everyone inside the Mustang was declared dead. Gonzalez's body was taken to the morgue, where his father was called to identify him. As he uncovered the sheet to gaze upon his son's face one last time, Gonzalez, thought to be dead, softly groaned in pain. He was then rushed to the hospital, staying there for 6 months in a body cast as he suffered a broken arm, pelvis, ankle, and leg. Doctors told Gonzalez that he'd never be able to run again, much less box. But upon his release, Gonzalez returned to the gym and made his comeback a year after the accident. El Gato was rusty, losing 2 of his first 3 fights back. His trainer believed that he returned too quickly. By May of 1983, Gonzalez got back on the winning track, and in July of 1985, he faced the #1 junior welterweight contender, Rene Arredondo, at the Sports Arena in Los Angeles.
Rodolfo Gato Gonzalez consiguiendo varias ventajas, entre ellas el hecho de que ha tenido que subir de peso, no es su peso natural. Se anunció que estaba hecho este pleito, el interés ha ido creciendo. Que lo tiene de René Arredondo. Atacando y conectando sobre la cabeza de René, que clava una izquierda en plena ofensiva de Gato González. Subió la cabeza de René Arredondo. Está muy preocupado René por la derecha, que fue el golpe que no tocó, y eso aprovechó el Gato para jugar a la izquierda. Y la derecha de Gato. La izquierda de Gato. público apoyando a Rodolfo González, que se crece y que parece que le llega un segundo aire. Y René Arredondo nuevamente luce descontrolado después de que parecía empezar a dominar un juego. Ahí está la campana, chocan guantes, último round. Pero si no es ahora, ¿cuándo? Ahí está el cambio de golpes. Arredondo conectando a Gato González y proyectándolo hacia atrás. El Gato por la derecha. Problema de técnica que le ha afectado mucho a Redondo es que y eso no le permite conectar con solidez. Buena izquierda de René Arredondo. Y luego la derecha y el Gato González anda mal. Pero demasiado tarde y demasiado poco. Buscando René Arredondo un knockout salvador. También el último episodio. Y solo así tiene un minuto para hacerlo. El Gato hacia atrás, pero Arredondo ya tampoco con la condición física necesaria para poder acabar. Se cambia de golpe René Arredondo para tratar de rematar con la izquierda. Menos de 30 segundos quedan. Derecha. Y el Gato González anda mal, anda lastimado el Gato González. Arredondo acribillando. Pero le alcanzará el tiempo, 10 segundos, 9. Y la pelea está a punto de terminar. Resbala el Gato y se acabó.
And the deciding ballot cast by judge at ringside, John Thomas, scoring the bout 96 to 95 in favor of the winner, Gato.
A title shot came a year and a half after the upset win, as Gonzalez traveled to Italy to face the 47-0 Patricio Oliva, where he lost a unanimous decision over 15 rounds. In March of 1988, Gonzalez was involved in a road rage incident where he was stabbed in the back, and the blade punctured his lung. 6 months after the attack, Gonzalez received his third shot at a world title, challenging Roger Mayweather for his junior welterweight crown. Mayweather stopped him in 12 rounds. The loss sent Gonzalez to another depression as he turned to alcohol once again. He crashed his motorcycle while intoxicated, leading to another lengthy hospital stay. Freak accidents then followed. Gonzalez climbed a tree trying to catch a bird for his mother before falling 20 feet to the ground. Shortly after that, he was hit by a falling glass window, which cut open his face. Months later, he was the victim of an armed robbery and shot in the knee. He was then involved in another car accident, surviving a rollover crash on the highway. Gonzalez's boxing career ended in 1996 with 2 consecutive losses. He tried a brief comeback in 2004, but was decisioned over 10 rounds, and he called it quits for good. On October 5, 2007, Gonzalez went on another alcoholic binge. According to his testimony, 3 of his friends were arguing in his home, and he left to drink in another location. When he returned home, he saw his 3 friends bloodied and dead on the floor. Panicking, Gonzalez ran away, living on the streets for 6 months before he was finally arrested. El Gato was charged with murder and sentenced to life in prison. Once inside, he set up an improvised gym where he taught boxing to other inmates. But in 2017, he was transferred to a new facility. According to his wife, Gonzalez is abused on a daily basis by the guards, where he remains in prison for murders he claims he didn't commit.